What up, what up, what up? This y'all boy, Battle Rap Chuck 92. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe. I still got y'all, with these recaps. So don't even trip off that. I got one more recap after this. And then, we good to go after that. But let's talk about B-Dot versus DNA. I predicted B-Dot to win this battle. Now going into this battle, going off of B-Dot first round. B-Dot first round was very, very it was very, very crisp. It was B-Dot, right? And also had something to say at the end of this battle. It was neat, okay? It was good. DNA goes in. I low-key felt like if DNA would have stick to what he was doing with B-Dot when he was, clowning him about the hand movements, which was very hilarious from DNA. That was funny. If DNA would have continued just constantly just like stepping on that, I would have felt like he would have gotten B-Dot in the first round. Now, don't get me wrong. DNA did his thing too in the first round. He did what he had to do. But I just felt like at the end of the day, if you ask me who I got on the first round, it would have to be B-Dot. It would have to be B-Dot. So even if we move towards the second round, right? Now, B-Dot, as far as coming at DNA, as far as with the you linking up with K-Shine, you being on the side of K-Shine, it gives you the proven, it gives you you think it gives you the right to talk all this gun shit. The fact that you with K-Shine. When Saga left, he basically you should have left too, because you're also awkward. You know what I'm saying, to that crew. You're also awkward to NWX. That's what B-Dot was basically saying. And it was dope coming from B-Dot. It was real dope. Now, B-Dot second round, I think B-Dot, I felt like DNA up in his second round. His second round was dope, as far as basically calling, B-Dot, hypocritical. And he basically, I like his attitude where it was well, I'm gonna talk about this. You always say people talk about this with you. Well, it's true. So that's what I'm here to talk about. I'm gonna talk about that. And the fact that DNA still did that and he stuck to his guts and did what he had to do. If somebody said, or whoever said, that they felt like B-Dot stuff was, stronger, I agree, right? But it came to the point where it could be very, very debated. I know tonight, when it came to these second rounds was kind of debatable with some of the battles, not all of them. So to me, DNA, he did his thing. But this is where you're gonna, understand what I have to say after this. Now, B-Dot third round was dope. B-Dot third round is always dope. It seemed like he threw a shot at Math Hoffa. He did what he had to do. He approached DNA on a Biden and stuff. He was also talking about slavery. He had so much substance in his third round, it wasn't even funny. So when DNA started rapping, DNA, to me, he was kind of all over the place in a way. He was kind of all over the place, right? So DNA did what he had to do, but I still would have to give this battle to B-Dot 2-1, man, because I might would end up giving DNA the second round, but as far as the first and the third, I might gotta get that to DNA, man. I might gotta get that to DNA. Now, This is what I felt in the battle though. I felt B Dot. I wouldn't. B Dot always has confidence, but to me, I felt like a certain type of vibe with B Dot, where he like, you know what, I'm about to just remember this material and I'm about to go on about my business. But his bars was up to par. His bars were up to par. It was the opposite with DNA. DNA seemed very, very comfortable. It seemed like his confidence was at least more higher than B Dot's. But then when it got to the bars, I don't look at B Dot to always have a pen game. I don't always look at B Dot to always have a damn pen game, because he's not a pensman. He's not no pen type dude. But I heard better bars from DNA, right? So DNA was the one that didn't have the bars like that, but his confidence and his delivery was dope. And it was kind of like the opposite for B Dot. B Dot had the lyricism, he had the dope bars, but other than that, it's kind of like, I'm gonna just remember this material and then that's it. And I did predict B Dot to win this battle, and to me, he got this battle 2-1. But I will say, I thought it was gonna turn out better. But to be honest with you, it's everything that a lot of people looked at this battle as. A very like subpar battle. We knew that they was real cool from the jump, so we knew what it was going to be at the end of the day. But I just thought it was going to turn out to be like hella dope. But if you think about it, a lot of dried out angles being used against DNA, a lot of dried out angles being used against B Dot. So this could go 2-1 either way, but I definitely got B Dot winning this battle though. I got B Dot winning this battle. But it's going to be very interesting to see who I want B Dot to go against. I want to see B Dot against Arsenal. I think Arsenal will bring a lot out of B Dot. I also think, with B Dot calling on Math Hoffa, I would like to see that too. But I don't think Math Hoffa will want to battle B Dot for some apparent reason. I don't know why. He probably just don't want to. I think Math Hoffa just want these vets out here. I don't know. But this y'all boy Battle Rap Chuck 92. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe. I will be recapping Chilla Jones versus Tay Roc next. Alright? Gone. B Dot 2-1, by the way.